Southern California, Orange County. Please give a warm welcome for Platinum Executive Director, six-figure ringer, Mr. Joshua Denne.
You know, it's interesting. When I was growing up, I never really believed I would live past 18. You know, I was kind of running down the wrong path, you know, making all sorts of bad decisions. I dropped out of high school. You know, I was involved with gangs, drug abuse, all sorts of crazy stuff that, you know, and I was kind of comfortable with that. And I ended up, you know, getting arrested for my lifestyle. It was terrible, but it's interesting how sometimes our biggest blessings come in rappers like that, you know, and coming out of that was just the biggest change, and everything changed for me in my life. And I said, you know, I'm gonna live life right. And I started working in this machine shop. I was cleaning floors for $9 an hour. I commuted, and I just want to live life right. But I remember about a year into it, and I'm cleaning this floor, and you know, I remember looking up going, is this it? You know, is this what I survived all this stuff for? I mean, survived being shot at, survived all these crazy things in my life, and I'm thinking, did I live, is this it? And I really started actively seeking something, and that's when, you know, Prepaid Legal came into my life. So we're headed over to the machine shop where I used to commute every single day. And it represents to me a beginning, I guess. Fuel also. Fuel, because I knew when I was going there, I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to do that my whole life. It said if you forget where you come from, you're on your way back. So I never want to go back. There you are, bro.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
All right.
This is Joe Lamelli, great guy I used to work with. You know, the change has been so magnificent, you know, in terms of the options that you have. I have no restrictions. I mean, time freedom is so valuable. A lot of people have time freedom, but they don't have the money to do that they want to do. But with Prepaid Legal, you can accumulate the cash flow to do it, and we get to go hang out at the lake, you know, with all your friends on you know, a Wednesday afternoon when a lot of people are working or coming home from work. You know, we're hanging out, enjoying life, designing our life instead of complaining about our life. And, you know, I'm able to go skydiving. I mean, that's free. I mean, you're pretty free when you're skydiving. You're falling through the sky. I mean, that's pretty neat. Do crazy stuff, bungee jumping. I like active things, and I like to do kind of stuff like that. Taking flying lessons, I'm able to learn how to fly. Learning jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, kickboxing. You know, able to do the martial arts that I've always wanted to do. You know, hitting the gym, being able to work out without, you know, and eating the right stuff, organic foods. So those kind of options. And you know, there's no restrictions on travel, no restrictions on what you can or cannot do. To be able to live that kind of lifestyle and have nice stuff that lasts a long time, looks nice, you know, other people go, oh, wow, that's cool. And you know, a nice vehicle, you know, a nice car where, you know, it's got all the great safety features, but it's sweet to ride in. Well, this is the Lexus, the LS 460L. Executive package, actually the presidential model. There's only 2 of these in the country. Pretty unique. Can I take a look inside? It's all actually, this is suede leather on the inside, all camel suede leather, so it's been all custom ordered. It actually took 3 months to get this automobile. It's got an executive package in the middle. In fact, let me show you from the other side. The back seat. I mean, if I push the front seat forward, and one of my buddies will drive because he likes to drive, and you know, I drive a little too fast. So it's better for me not to drive. But I'm able to sit in the back of this car. The footrest goes all the way up, and so I'm able to almost be like in a lazy boy. It has a massager. This thing massages me, vibrates as I'm driving down the road. You know, it's amazing that little laptop tray, so, you know, I can be making my phone calls, calling people, setting appointments, you know, and doing my business while we're driving down the road. It's got Bluetooth, so I can be, you know, I don't need to have a phone next to me. I'm just talking to the car. You know, I can control the radio from the back seat. It's air-conditioned seats. It's got 7.1 digital surround sound. The movie theater screen comes down, and 7.1 surround sound. It's like I'm in a theater, you know, in this car. It's kind of, you know, people know when it's going down the street. It's kind of nice. But now it's like it doesn't matter. The cars, the stuff doesn't matter. What matters to me is the people, the relationships. To me, that is so valuable, and that's what we have the ability to do here with prepaid legal services is we truly have the ability to impact people's hearts and leave a legacy. To me, that's everything. I mean, really, and I can't think of a better way to live life.
My association with Josh has changed everything in my life.
Just anybody that knows him, just you fall in love with him.
The relationship we have, it's really the business is secondary. It's more personal now.
When I first met Josh, he was just a figure that I heard over the phone because I got started back in Illinois. And when I first started working with him, I had the privilege. He was coming out to Illinois and helping us out there. And basically, ever since then, he's been my coach. He's kind of been my mentor.
He has truly been an inspiration, a mentor to me. I just couldn't think of anybody better that I could have been introduced to this company. His belief in me gave me the ability to believe in myself.
I saw a lot of him in me, and I knew if he had that ability to achieve that, I knew I could be able to achieve that as well. So he's he's an inspirational person.
Before, I saw no light at the end of the tunnel, 85 hours a week, got my own bed at the hospital. Now, we have plans investing in a plane together. We're looking at a community where we actually have airports. We were able to try to travel to the Bahamas. We've been to Hawaii several times together. My whole life's changed.
The energy that he gives you when he talks to you, the support he gives you, it's an incredible guy. Yeah,
It's breathtaking. It's humbling. You go to a convention, people want you to sign something for them, like you're a celebrity. I'm like, I'm just a guy living my life. But because you're on this path of personal development and because you truly want to give up to others, you've impacted their life, truly. You've reached into them, you've inspired them, and you pulled out from them something they didn't think that was there. Like me, I didn't think all this stuff was there. I didn't know it until someone reached into my heart and said, look, let me show you, let me teach you. Let me truly walk you across this bridge of a place of not knowing if you can achieve success to a place where now it's normal. Now it's everyday life. Now it's, oh, of course I can. Now you can go back over that bridge and grab others that are waiting on the other side and pull them across too. And that's what this environment fosters, is truly a community where when you're around it for a while, you realize that people truly do care about you. They want to help you. And that's what happened for me. I mean, that's the only reason I'm here, because of what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've read, and who I've associated with.
People don't really get where you come from, and where you are now, and like the choices it takes, and then the commitment you made, and just the action. You decided to take action, and then you went for it, and a lot of, you didn't give up, and it was all worth it. You saw where you wanted to be, and you never gave up on that, and that's why you're here where you are today. It's cool to have one of your best friends here, your brothers here.
It really just goes to show that, no matter where you're at in life, I mean, you and I went through a serious journey, you know what I mean? And it was, just totally committed, going one way, the wrong way, making all the bad decisions that we've made in life. And, it just really goes to show that at any given time, you can just, you reach your bottom when you stop digging.
Yeah.
Really.
That took a while for us, didn't it?
Yeah. But it just goes to show that no matter where anybody is in life, you can just turn that around and you can use that energy, whether it's negative energy, positive energy, doesn't matter, it's energy. And you can use that energy in any direction that you want to go. And no wonder why you've been so successful in prepaid, because, you've been 100% committed in any which way direction you've gone.
Exactly. Now, I think this is just the beginning, of your potential to where you're going to be, because basically you just kind of woke up, I would say 7 years ago. You just got on the right path, and now here you are, and it's just 7 years later, basically a baby. And man, I can't wait to see what happens next. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I know you, man. Really proud of you,
My main goal is, after someone sees this and they watch this and they see that I'm just an example of what they can do. I'm no better than you, no better than anybody else. I'm just a guy who decided to change his life. And that ability lies within all of us, truly. And when you pick up on that, that's a revolutionary thought. It was for me. And you start reading the books, you start listening to the people. You start watching things differently, and you start associating with other people that have what you want. You'll get there. So I want you, when you leave here, know that it's possible for you. Not only is it possible, you can do it, really. I mean, here I am, machine shop guy, $9 an hour, didn't graduate high school, sitting in a $1 million+ home with all sorts of fancy stuff. Why? Not because I'm better, because I decided to make a change. I worked my prepaid legal business. I didn't deviate. I showed up at the weekly meetings. I showed up at the weekly trainings. I showed up at the conventions. I didn't miss them, and I followed my mentors. I read the books, I listened to the tapes, and I applied. That's it. Anybody can do that. I know you can.